Riz, how are you dealing with, you've had a really big few years here, and you've got things that have happened and things that are happening and coming out, and it's a lot sort of at the same time. How are you feeling about that? Like, has it changed how you approach your work at all, or?
I'm hoping that it doesn't change how I approach my work.
Yeah.
I remember when I did Nightcrawler, I just had such a sense of freedom going into that film. And I remember working opposite someone like Jake. He was carrying a certain awareness that eyes are on him. You know, people have seen the last movie he's done.
Right.
People will see the next movie he's done because he occupies a certain position in the culture. And I kind of, in a weird way, almost felt bad for him that he had to navigate that.
Yeah.
There was this other kind of filter between him and the work.
Yeah. And a self-awareness.
Yeah, and he kind of does it amazingly, and that's why he's, you know, such a great actor. But that idea is something that's new to me. The idea that people might seek out my work now because they might have, you know, got to know me through The Night of or Star Wars. That's new to me, and I think maybe there isn't that same sense of freedom. There's just a bit more self-awareness.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I'm really enjoying meeting people I admire. You know, I'm enjoying being in the same room as someone like yourself. You know, no, genuinely. And so I hope that kind of the pros of soaking up the wisdom of people who you know, whose work is so great outweighs that self-awareness.
Good things that come of it.
Yeah,
totally.
Tell me a little bit about what the journey has been like since Mad Men. How have you dealt with your, you know, your fame,
Next step.
and how have you dealt with you know, how have you navigated what roles to take on?
I just sort of try to do it in the most unselfconscious way. You know, I never intended to be on a TV show at all, really. And then Mad Men came along, and I got the job. First of all, I mean, when you're an actor and you're 23 in New York, you get a job and you do it. So it was an amazing script, and that sort of happened. I've never really planned anything, so I kind of just keep doing that. I keep not planning. I try to, you know what I mean?
I love that.
I look for the best material I can, the best writing I can, the best people to work with that I can, because I'm a true believer in, you know, the people that you work with definitely make you better. And I want to learn from the people that I work with, you know, so I can become better. So for me, it's just trying to find the best people and the best material. And if that's in TV, that's great. If it's film, great. Theater, great. Whatever. I don't really care. It's just about finding things that I want to do and not being self-conscious about it.
Do you find that certain mediums allow you to access that work more easily than others? Like, I know you've been doing a lot of theatre and a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say more so than film?
For sure,
right?
For sure. Especially the things that people sort of know me for.
Yeah, so why do you think that is? Is that because you're used to working within the rhythms of theatre and film and TV? Is it because you feel like that's where a lot of the writer-driven material is?
I think
has it just happened?
I think it's a combination of things. It's partly circumstantial, and partly I came along at a time when television was just having its...
I mean, Mad Men was a big part of...
Totally. That
why we're in
golden
this
age.
era.
Exactly. And then before that, I was on The West Wing for a long time. Just as a reoccurring character. So I sort of came along and came of age in this time when television was sort of taking over, and all the writers were going there and the directors were going there, and then the actors started going there. And so it's kind of circumstantial. It just sort of happened. I find that I really love the longer format. I love and the same reason I love theater, you know, just the chance to do it over and over and over again and try to get it right is great. I love television or a miniseries in that sense because I love that you have 6 hours, you know, or 8 hours. I love that you have 10 hours to figure it out. You know, you get a little bit at a time and you just sort of try to put the puzzle together. And sometimes you have 7 years to create a character, and your life informs the character, and you change and the character changes, and that whole process I find actually really fun. So I mean, I love doing films too, but for me it's almost odd sometimes because I go and I do a movie and it's like over in 2 months, and I'm like, is that it? We're not going back? I don't get to play this character again?